Welcome, in front of me is an ROG Phone 5, and today I'll show you how to go through the setup process of this phone. So when you boot it up for the first time, you'll be presented with the welcome screen, at which point you can choose your language. So honestly, I'm going to stick with English, but as you can see, I have a plethora of other choices you can pick from here. From there, let's select Let's Go, and choose that we want to either use mobile network and Wi-Fi or only Wi-Fi to set up our device. Honestly, I'm not going to use either of those if I can, but if you want to, you can select either one of them. And honestly, to be perfectly honest, the first one has basically zero benefit of being picked, because even if you don't select anything right now, you insert your SIM card will pop up with, for instance, a screen lock to insert your PIN for your SIM card, which you will have to do. It's not like you need to select it to be blocked by it or whatever. And once you insert it, it will start working normally anyway. So this page has basically no benefit. So let's stick with the only Wi-Fi, select continue. And from here we have the Wi-Fi selection. So let's see if I can skip it, and I can. Now normally, and here you could select your Wi-Fi, and by doing so, your time and date will be set automatically, and also throughout the setup you will have the option to log into your Google account. And if you choose to just skip it like I did, well, we won't have that option. So there will be no option to log into Google throughout the setup, and date and time will need to be set manually. Now I'll also mention that after the setup is complete, you can still go into these settings and log into your Google, connect to Wi-Fi and all that stuff. So it's not like this is just kind of like one and done option. I can change it later on if you decide to connect to Wi-Fi or stuff like that. So anyway, we have here end user license agreement. So obviously we do need to check that we have read it and acknowledged and whatever. And then let's tap on next. Know your privacy rights. Obviously yes, and there's no option, I guess. I think. Can I confirm? Yeah, we do have to agree to it. Then we have Google services, so location, scanning, and send user and diagnostic data. Now if you're interested on what each one of them does, you can simply tap on the arrow, expand the list, and simply read what it exactly does. And at the end of the day, if you don't want it, you can simply disable it like so. Scroll down and tap on accept. Next, we have protect your phone. So this page will allow us to set up a couple different ways of unlocking our device or overly protecting it. So number one will be PIN, pattern, password, also fingerprint and face recognition. And for the face recognition and pattern, or not pattern but fingerprint, you will still be required to set up PIN, pattern or password, one of those three and only one, because those two options have subject or can be subject to change. So as an example, fingerprint, if you drop your phone and your screen cracks, as an example, just fairly unfortunate one, but could sometimes happen, that would cause you to not be able to use your fingerprint to get access to your phone. So that's why there would be a pattern which you can most of the time draw anyway. And face recognition, again, same thing. If something happens to the camera or whatever, you would lose access to it. Or if someone beats you up, catch your finger or whatever, you kind of lose access to your phone. So this will always provide you with additional means of accessing it. So anyway, I'm gonna go with a pattern here. So let's select pattern and draw our pattern. And tap on continue, draw it again, confirm, and there we go, it's now set. Notifications, this is how notifications will be displayed when the device is locked, so on the lock screen. If you want to show them, hide them, or just show partial, you can choose whichever one applies to you. And then next page we have protect your phone. Okay, it has been set up, I guess that's it. Just tells us that we have set up a protection to our device. And here we have attention. So it basically tells us that there is two different C ports here, as you can see based on the image. That refers to this little thing right here. So if I pull it off, you can see it right here. So yeah, now let's tap on OK, go to the next one. Some information about the air triggers, which are these buttons here. Maybe not buttons, but like touch surfaces. So, and here we can set up the intensity of it. This is for the squeeze intensity, so when you're holding the phone. As you can see, when you start holding it, or squeezing it in this case, it will show you how hard you have to squeeze it to actually actuate it. So yeah, so you can choose whichever one you want, how hard you want to squeeze to activate whatever you set it up to activate. Tap on apply. Okay, I just select done. Then we have air triggers and some ASUS registration. Now you can skip this if you don't want to. It really serves no purpose here, apart from maybe warranty. So I'm gonna select next. ASUS data transfer. I'm gonna set it up as a new device, so I'm gonna skip this. But if you want to restore your device, if you have an old one and you want to move all the data to this device, then simply tap on continue and go through the guide that it provides you with. And lastly, we have the choose system style, basically a theme. You can tap on the image to actually see how it looks like. I'm personally not a fan of this gamerly look, so I will go with this one. And you can tap on it to just see how the icons look like and the home screen and stuff like that. So just select classic right here and confirm it. And next thing, choose a theme, so dark or light. This is something that you can change fairly quickly and easily. Choose whichever one you want, dark or light. Honestly, provides no additional benefit, maybe. So I'm gonna go with dark anyway. And there we go, setup complete. Now when you finish up the setup, it gives you this thing. And if you're wondering what the heck this is for, I would actually have, oh yeah, I do. Give me a second, I'm gonna grab it just to show you this quickly. It's basically a gimmick, but if someone is interested, I'm just gonna show it. So you do need a box for this, and the phone that it came in. And let me just kind of move this out of the way. And you can see this kind of, well, comic here. So once you tap on it, let me just put it down so you can see it. So it asks us which kind of box we have. That is because there's 3 different versions of this phone. You have the Ultimate and stuff like that. This is the first one, the normal one. So this is the box that it comes in, obviously. Tap on allow and give it a second. Continue. So now what you need to do is simply scan whatever is shown here. Come on. Let's try it again. For some reason it doesn't really want to work. Normally, I don't know, when I did it, it's the first time it worked without any problem. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Come on. Yeah, I have no clue. So yeah, let's just close it. But basically what happens is it starts animating these images, make them move, and then it switches to basically a preloaded game that is on this device, and that's basically it. But for some reason it didn't want to launch, and like I said, I'm not sure what happened, but that is kind of what's supposed to normally happen, which it didn't. But anyway, as you can see, this basically completes the setup of the device. And yeah, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.